So, okay, let me just explain the context behind this shot for a bit. I went back into Naoto's dungeon just to grind some gold hands, and you'll see why in a second, but I got a wand card, and this is the cap on experience from a single battle. A weird quirk of Persona 4's battle system is that you actually get more experience when you're alone. I had to go in here with Yu Narukami alone because I didn't want anyone else to get any experience. Because experience gets shared between whoever's in the party, but anyway... Well, I overshot it massively, but I was very close to level 76, and I wanted more experience and money for that. And it's not because of Skadi. You might notice that I have Suzaku here. Suzaku's going to learn a whole lot of things thanks to Growth 3. Fire Amp, I guess I can take that. Don't really need Energy Shower and Miragion. Auto Masuku is pretty nice. But I don't really care too much about Suzaku's own skills. But now that I have over 24,000 yen... Let me just check. Okay, that's probably enough yen. Still used to being able to get out of the dungeon immediately with Fuka, but you can't do that back in P4. Also, if you go to any other dungeon's entrance while this dungeon is currently active, everyone will berate you for not rescuing Nanako. And there's a very particularly special conversation if you do that for... Who is it who let... Yeah, it's Rise who lets you go to the game. If you talk to, I believe, Yosuke here, while Nanako's dungeon is active. There we go. Yeah, I'm sure everyone would have yelled at me if I missed that line. Yeah, everyone really does not like you focusing on any dungeon besides Nanako's, so I'm glad that I got everything in the other dungeons out of the way before this. Yeah, I'm sorry, Teddy. We'll go. It really shows how much everyone cares about her, though.
Here I come. There. Be gone. Justice to them all. Senpai? No!
Okay, and again, I'm pretty sure that special fusions can't be accidents, but just in case, I still don't even know what happened with that accident. It's just... Like, has anyone ever had that happen? Like an accident that gives you the same persona as you were fusing anyway? It must have just been a really weird RNG roll. The good thing about this fusion is that everything you need for it is in the Temperance Arcana. Oh, I know, Genbu is the one of them I don't have. So I'll take Genbu, and I already had Byakko. And so, crossbred, the 4 celestial animals makes the paragon of them all, Koryu, and the persona representing Yu Narukami's bond with Ryotaro Dojima. What better persona to use to honor our promise, and we can get a whole lot of buffs and debuffs on you, actually. Let's see, Repel... I don't actually quite have a Lek Amp, which is unfortunate, but... I'm gonna take some debuffs as well as Fire Amp Argidyne. And you know what? This is special. I'll show the full animation. The heavenly golden dragon appears. Koryu does have some pretty good defensive stats too, as well as not having a weakness. That's useful for the fight we're doing. Also Mind Charge. And Healing and Revival. I guess I can get rid of Zeodyne when I have my Zeodyne. And also a Lek Amp. Which is... Oh, I've got too many good skills. Fire Amp, Argidyne, Lek Amp, Mazeodyne, Masukunda, Mataruunda. These are all really good skills, and I want Revival and Healing just in case too. This I don't like dumping this, but I have Mind Charge on other personas, and also Spellmaster. Will I actually get that? No, I'm not quite at Spellmaster. Probably would have got that if it was a Social Link Experience update. So, yes, we are going into this fight with Koryu and Sraosha, which is very, very fitting. And I think the rest of my personas are fine for this too. There are ways that I can fuse Hachiman, who's another persona that I really like using against this boss. Well, the thing that worries me right now is I don't have a lot of money at the moment. Like, really not a lot of money. I probably have stuff that I can sell, though. I know I really should just grind more money, but we need to save Nanako. I want to do this. Oh, yeah, and I can't believe I didn't comment on this last time, but yeah, Teddy just got a weapon named after some not nice people from Persona 3. But yeah, that is pretty strong. There's Bear Clock, a counter fizz low odds. Honestly, I kind of prefer that, although I don't think we're going to be dealing with much physical where we're going. Teddy can take a red battle suit too. So I guess I've already kind of spoiled who I want to be in this party. We're bringing Teddy. I just think Teddy has bonded so much with Nanako, he really, really needs to be here. And I'm also bringing Naoto. She has not been in a boss fight yet, and Makara-kan is excellent for this fight. And her SP is down, let me just fix that. And for my final party member, this might seem a bit weird, but I'm gonna actually go with Chie. And the reason I'm going with this is I normally like Yosuke. I think he's good too, and also putting him in the Junes apron. Kanji in general is a fantastic choice for any boss fight, as is Yukiko, so they're also good options. It's very hard for me to talk about party recommendations for this fight without giving up a major spoiler as to how the fight works. So, I don't really want to do that, but trust me, you will see why I've chosen Chie later into the fight. I'll just say that you want personas for this fight with no weaknesses and a large variety of elemental resistances. Also, and this is another reason why Yukiko is a good option, magic damage. Magic damage is going to be your main source of power here. I suppose I'll lead with Zitsumidal for the Auto Mataru, taking a little bit of pressure off of Teddy early in the fight. And in terms of equipment on my party, Yu has the bead ring, mostly for thematic reasons. He can probably... another Haikara shirt has good defenses. And Chie has the Amaterasu Fold for more HP and the Invincible Mini. Now also has the Storm Vow. She can potentially hit very hard with Mind Charge Garudines with this. And Teddy has a Volt... Actually, no, I can give Teddy the Eye of Thunder instead of the Volt Suppressor. As well as all of the best equipment that I can give him at this point, apart from the Strega Claw, because I kind of like the counter-physical better. Okay, we are ready. Also, I put Chie in the Festival Yukata for this, because that's memories of our trips to the festival with Nanako. Let's save her.
Big bro!
You mustn't go! I'm going to save this girl.
Taro Namatame, it's definitely him. Then he did come in here.
So you're the killer!
Let go of her!
You're the ones I saved. Don't worry, I'll save this girl too.
Huh? Is this dude high or something? Quit talking shit and let go of the girl!
Don't come near me!
Nanako-chan!
Calm down, Kanji-kun. We can't predict his behavior. We have to keep him talking. If we can discern his intentions, perhaps we can somehow deal with him.
To save them. people needing to be saved appear. That's why I put them in the TV.
No, we must pull his attention away from Nanako-chan. You put the people you saw on the Midnight Channel into this world, am I correct?
They all want to be saved.
Did I ever ask you to save me?
You didn't save us, damn it! It was the exact opposite!
If I hadn't put you in the TV, how would you have ended up?
How would we? Are you trying to say we wouldn't have been able to face ourselves? What? But we nearly died!
Yes, exactly.
You kidnapped them. Yes or no?
Yes.
Why did you target local residents who became known through the media? Why do these people appear on the Midnight Channel?
On rainy nights, on TV, they signal me to save them.
You keep saying save this and save that. Are you saying murdering people is your idea of saving them?
Murder? No, I'm saving them.
How's that different, huh? All you're doing is killing people.
If you want to think that, go ahead. I know. You chased us all the way here to kill. Well, too bad. I'm gonna save her.
You asshole! You're not gonna get away with this! Shut the hell up!
What a wonderful world! An unknown, unreachable place filled with pleasant fog. I'm a savior! It's filthy over there. So many evildoers. That's why I'm going to save them! I'm a savior! A righteous hero!
Is that a shadow? Big bro, I can't breathe.
Nana-chan! Let's do this.
Ah!
Now, Senpai!
Nana-chan!
Nanako-chan? Nanako-chan! Bastard! How dare you!
Give her back. I'm going to save her!
What's happening to him?
If we don't do something, this could be bad! His powers are attracting more and more shadows to him!
You guys got any suggestions? Look at him! He's merging with the shadows! What is this?
Damn it! We've come this far! We're not losing now!
I'm going to save her! Don't interfere!
How solid is his grasp on reality?
I'm
This is Kunino Sagiri, not Shadow Namatame?
This one's strong. Watch yourselves.
This fight operates in several phases, and he'll use different attacks in all of them. For the first phase and for the second, Makarakan is excellent. So that's actually what I'm going to do here. I'm going to start by setting up as many Makarakans as I can. I think I'll go for Makarakan on you first. I guess you and Naoto will Makarakan themselves first, because they're, you know, the Makarakan users, so I want to make sure they're protected. And then Teddy's going to go for buffs. And if Chair needs to, she can use Corn, or she can just go for Power Charge physical attacks right now. I think that's what I might do with her at this point. Not waste that Auto Mataru. Only have 3 turns of that after all. And Teddy... let's drop your... No, let's drop your defense for... Actually, no, wait, let's buff our defense first. I'll drop his defense when we start attacking. Spirit Leech drains a ton of SP. This is where SP recovery items can be quite useful. He has a tendency to use this if you spam Makarakan, but it is a little bit better than the alternative, I think. Because he'll sometimes waste his turn using Makara Break if you have Makarakan set up. This first phase is very, very passive. Oh, how do you miss something that big? Very, very passive overall. And I think now I'll drop his defense. Yep, there it is. It unfortunately affects the entire party, but it does at least waste some of his turns. I think though for you, who has the amped magic? I think that would be Koryu with Fire Ant, Argidyne, and Elec Ant Zeodyne. Let's go for Zeodyne. How fitting for you to land the first blow with Koryu here. Yeah, so this guy is has a ton of HP. He does have a tendency to take a lot of damage though. I guess I'll see how much Black Spot does when I'm not power charged. Not a lot. Okay, his defense is down, so I guess I can go for Mabukudai on him. This fight overall, a lot of people have trouble with it, but personally I find that it has a tendency to either go extremely well or go extremely badly, like 1/10 of the time. There are a few things this guy can do with his AI that will result in things being really, really, really bad, but in general, this fight isn't too terrible most of the time. Thank you for that resave, by the way. I guess I can Makarakan some people again. It's generally more vital that you have Makarakans up for the second phase of the fight, but I like at least having somebody use them for this phase because, like I said, he does have a tendency to waste his turns using Makara Break if you do that. And yeah, now we should probably start buffing our attack with Teddy again. Basically, I want to get through this phase quickly so he doesn't just Spirit Leech all of our SP away. Yep, see, there's Makara Break. It is keeping Naoto very passive at the moment. I kind of wonder if I should be Mind Charging. More Mind Charge, though, means I spend more turns in this phase, which could be a problem. I'm gonna gamble and use Garodyne here. With the Vow. And okay, you're power charged. Let's see how much this does. He hasn't used any direct damaging attacks right now, so I might be okay not using a defense buff. Only Chie is low on health right now, so maybe I should actually buff defense just to be safe. This fight can drag on quite a bit, and it really only gets tough towards the very end. Okay, he's not in a phase switch. So, let's... Okay, I'm actually gonna start Mind Charging now. And then I'll drop his defense and then unleash the Mind Charge. That charged up. It's funny, like, despite the fact that I don't really think this fight is that bad, it still makes me pretty nervous. I guess it's just the tension of just feeling that Nanako could be in danger. We have to stop this guy at any cost. Like, he's clearly not in his right mind at all. And, that is not good with this much power, all of these shadows drawn into him. And you might also be wondering why I'm not talking about symbolism. I will discuss the symbolism of this boss eventually, but not now. It'll at least give you some time to focus on the fight. Okay, good, evade fire. If he gets a 1 more, he has a tendency to use Dekaja to get rid of all of your buffs. So his 1 mores are generally not, like, extremely bad for you, but they are annoying because you have to reapply all of your buffs and stuff. Oh, and I didn't drop his defense because I had to heal. Oh, well, I guess I can... I'll try Argidyne this time, just as long as we don't miss. Please don't miss. Okay, good. Yeah, even with, with Mind Charge and Power Charge, he does take a lot of damage pretty quickly. It's just a big wall of health to eat through, and I think, yeah, Chie's Power Charge, so she can black spot. We should be entering Phase 2 soon, and that's when I really need to go with that Makarakan spam. Attack reverted, so, where we're going, we won't need attack, but we will need his defense down, because that's going to really help.
Save her! I'm going to save her!
Okay, that should be Phase 2. Yep, Phase 2, Quad Converge. So what Quad Converge does is drastically increases the effectiveness of one element, while drastically lowering the effectiveness of all others. It does not, however, make Kunino Sagiri immune to any element in particular. And you don't know which is the element that's been increased. It's kind of random. But it is the element that he will be spamming against you. Now, normally that's bad. However, he's just drastically increased the effectiveness of one element. It's an element that he himself is not immune to. And, yeah. Let's just say that this is another boss who really, really, really does not like Makarakan. So, like, I think Yu is still Makarakan, or did I get, Maragidyne before that? I'm a little worried here. I'm gonna go for... Okay, this could be bad. I guess we'll see if it was already in effect or not. Okay, at least that's been up. And okay, how much corn do I have? This is the main thing that I actually farm corn for. How many? I have 4 Makara corn. That's probably fine. I think... Okay, who was... It's hard to... It doesn't display on the screen who isn't Makarakan. But I'll put that up on Teddy. And then I'm going to debuff his defense. So, if this goes well, you'll see some pretty interesting things. Oh, he didn't use a Ma attack. But yeah!
Electric attacks are more effective now.
He does severe damage to himself with reflected attacks in this phase. And now we also know that electricity is effective, so I can go back to Koryu and do some major damage. This is also why you want a good array of resistances in this fight. Okay, the thing is... As you heard there, Rise just said electricity is more effective now. This is another of those fights that you might want to stall out on purpose, just to get more voice clips for Hardcore Rosette Fan. She has a voice clip for every element. Okay, since we're in Lightning, we should definitely be Makarakan-ing Teddy, because I don't want him to be getting 1 mores. And everyone else is still Makarakan. I'm kind of annoyed that he didn't use a Mardine attack then, but if he does, he has a tendency to put himself into Phase 4 immediately. Yes, there is a Phase 4. We're currently in Phase 2. I'm guessing SP, but I would really like Ultra Charge right now. Attack up, that's fine. In fact, that I was going to do that with Teddy anyway. Are we defense buff right now? That might be useful for later, because this strategy is not going to last us the whole fight, by the way. Yeah, his defense is still down. I suppose I can put our defense up. Oh, just regular Zeodyne. I was really hoping that he'd use a Mardine spell here for obvious reasons. Okay, once he gets down to like 1/3 remaining, then we enter the next phase, and that's when things get kind of bad. I might want to, in preparation, Masuku under him. I think we're... Okay, well, no, Teddy's not Makara-Khan right now. Let's Makara-Khan Teddy. And yeah, this is actually a Golden exclusive thing, because I'm pretty sure Naoto didn't learn that in the original Persona 4. Getting some more damage in, that's less than half. I guess I can go for like a safety heal here, just a very, very safety heal. Like, the elements that are not the element that is currently active are really, really weak, so Bufudai's not going to do much. Oh, there we go! Yeah. He really, really hates that. And as you can see, he's already down into his, in this animation. So in this phase, he'll do one of two things. He'll either do one really bad thing or another really bad thing. The maybe slightly less bad thing is Unerring Justice. It's just heavy almighty damage to all enemies, and he kind of likes to spam that later in the fight, so I'll put his attack down just so hopefully that doesn't kill us, because obviously at this point I don't think it's really that important that we keep our Makara-Khans up. Naoto, I think, can... She isn't even mind charged. I think I'll just see if I can have her heal herself. Okay. Yeah, right now, debuffs on him might be a very, very good thing. Just attack. Because at this point, you want to finish him as quickly as possible. Because, like, again, like, he has one really, really bad thing he could do right now. Oh, defense reverted. Ah, there it is! There's the really bad thing! And because he's this low in health, he has controlled all three of our allies.
Himiko!
Thankfully, he can't control Rise, so she'll always be on our side. But we can't target them, because we wouldn't want to hurt our friends. They will be using all of their skills against us, and that's actually the reason why I brought Chie to this fight. Because I have personas with Absorb Physical, and I have a lot of personas that absorb or are immune to ice. But I don't actually have anything that's immune to fire, and so that's why I didn't bring Yukiko. So at this point, things can potentially go extremely badly if your allies are, like, do something terrible against you. So, like, at this point, it's probably best to play more defensively. Maybe switching to Zitsu Middle and guarding? I don't know. What have I got on Koryu? I'm only immune to one thing. And Sraosha, unfortunately, is, yeah, so, like, here's the thing. I could either go for, either physical or, I don't have anything that is immune to both ice and physical, which is a problem. Daisojo or Null's physical? Just trying to think which is most likely to kill me, because I've lost this fight to my allies killing me at this point, and I forget if they keep their buffs or not, but I want to say they do keep their buffs, and that's extremely bad. Absorb Wind, Absorb Physical, Null Dark in case Naoto decides to use Muda on. Usually they just use basic physical attacks, though, from what I found. I'm going to go to you, just in case, and let's see. Like the control wears off in a few turns on its own. I'm gonna guard just for now, just see what they do. Yep, there's Garodine, so thankfully I absorbed that. And there's a physical attack, which I absorb. Yes, they do keep their buffs. And there's Mabufudine, which I am not immune to. But their damage actually seems to be quite weak. Okay, that counts as physical, that's good to know. So, like, this phase isn't extremely bad, but I will just say, I have actually lost this fight on a New Game Plus because Yosuke Garodined me and one-shotted me, so you do want to be a bit careful in this phase. But at least their buffs are gone. Negadola, that's not good. At least at least the game seems to mercifully lower their damage quite a lot. Absorbing physical is also useful here because no matter who they are, your allies have a tendency to use physical attacks here. Oh no! Yeah, that also affects them, I believe. Rise, stop. Well, at least you're feeding me. And yep, they're fine after a few turns. The power of friendship saves them. And now we can probably just go to town on this guy. It'd be really cool if I managed to get the final blow with a power-charged Brave Blade from Swarosha here. But I get the feeling he's gonna Unerring Justice this turn. And Makara-Khan obviously won't help with that.
Let's go!
His attack is down, but I feel like it's probably gonna wear off. Unfortunately, there are no, like, items that lower the enemy's attack. There are buff items, but there aren't any debuff items. I'm gonna go for a Supersonic here, and then I'm gonna Maraku Kaja with Teddy. Just to be safe. We already have all allies attack up, thanks to Rise. Yeah, the way that the people have to break out of the control in the anime is kind of terrifying. Oh, nice job, Angelic Grace there. Like, Yu gets controlled in the anime, and he actually has to physically yank the antenna off of his head, and it's like red-hot metal as well, so that must be... Ugh, yeah, that's kind of horrifying. But anything for the power of friendship, I guess. Wow, that hits really hard. But he's still not done. And he's still using elemental attacks, too. He's not going for Unerring Justice, which is kind of weird, although now that I say that, he's probably going to use it. But yeah, like I said before, this fight is really mostly a case of it usually doesn't go that badly, but if it goes badly, it tends to go badly very quickly.
Teddy, are you okay? Someone heal him.
Yeah, so that's Unerring Justice, just heavy almighty damage to everyone. And I think this should finish it. That would be perfectly fitting. That's it, we've put an end to Namatame's delusions, hopefully.
I gained a level. It's level up time.
Damn it! Why?
Nanako-chan! She looks like she's in pain, but she doesn't seem to be injured anywhere.
This place must not be good for her. We need to carry her out, quick!
We should take him with us as well.
Yeah, we can't just leave him here, I guess.
Nanako-chan, hang in there. What are we gonna do?
She's so small. And she was stuck in there for so long. And then there was that weird fog. Damn it!
The police and paramedics will be here shortly.
Nana-chan's still small, so her other self didn't appear like everyone else. And she got caught in all that craziness. I hope she'll be okay.
I mean, are the doctors going to be able to help her?
I'm worried about Nana-chan.
But there's nothing more we can do for her.
A delivery man named Namatame. The possibility of Nanako-chan being targeted. If only I'd been more thorough in putting the facts together. then Nanako-chan wouldn't have had to go through this.
That goes for me too. If I hadn't stood there like a lump in front of that bastard, Nanako-chan might have been okay.
I hate myself. Why do I always panic when it matters most? I couldn't do anything either. I should have noticed sooner that something was wrong with that guy.
Why did I waste time listening to what Namatame had to say? If I hadn't tried to engage him in conversation, and we'd rescued Nanako-chan immediately, this wouldn't have happened. But I still...
All right. Enough of this pity party. Is standing around and whining really what we ought to be doing now? Feeling pathetic, consoling each other? That gonna solve anything? We gotta believe in her. So stop rehashing what's already done. Get it together, Naoto!
Sorry. You're absolutely right.
This is all that bastard Namatame's fault. And he's behind bars now, right? And it ain't like we were too late for Nanako-chan.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll come see Nana-chan every day so she'll get better faster.
That's all we can do right now. Gee, Kanji, you sounded cool for a second there.
Huh? You guys still here?
Adachi-san, did they find out anything?
Dojima-san's speaking with the doctor now, but they can't say anything definite until they run some tests on her. Not just Nanako-chan, but the perp too. Who knows when we'll be able to hear his story. Well, it's getting late, so hurry home. The last thing we need is for you guys to collapse too.
He's right. We should call it a night. Nanako-chan's gonna be fine. Acting all gloomy won't help anything.
When Nanako-chan's out of the hospital, what should we do to celebrate?
Dude, isn't it a little early for that?
Why don't we reserve Junes and have a party there?
A party at Junes? That makes no sense.
Nana-chan, she'll get better, right? Yeah, I think so too. Let's all have fun with Nana-chan when she comes back. Thanks. I almost forgot how to keep a happy face. But with that out of the way, I'm feeling all hungry. Hey! Where did everyone go? Don't leave without me!
Huh? You didn't go home yet?
I heard. Thanks. Nanako. I'm so relieved.
Dojima-san? You awake? I guess it's no surprise. He was so stressed out over Nanako-chan. I'll stay with him tonight. You can go home and rest, even if it's just for a little while. Oh, please, you look terrible. Nanako-chan's safe, so relax. I think you should get some rest. Hurry and go. Your friends are waiting, aren't they?
We've rescued Nanako and apprehended Namatame. All we have to do now is wait.